Yo, what's up, people? What's up? This is your boy Tireo, and I'm back, y'all, with another video and also another eye-opening message, man. And in this message right here, I'm going to be talking about why Jesus really healed the blind. Why Jesus really healed the blind. Okay? Why Jesus really healed the blind. First thing first is this. I got to say this right quick. If you are not spiritual, this message is not for you. If you think everything is a game, this message is not for you. If you don't want to know the truth and follow the truth, this message is not for you. Now, this right here, y'all, it's a simple message, but at the same time, people still don't get it. Okay? They just don't get it. They just don't get it. I'm going to reveal to you, okay, in this message, why Jesus really was healing blind people. Okay? One of the most miracles that Jesus did when he came to earth. Remember, y'all, Jesus did a lot of stuff. He did a lot of miracles, man. He did a lot. He healed people from diseases. He healed people from leprosy, you know what I'm saying, which was AIDS. He healed people from all type of demon possession, and he raised the dead. And one of the main miracles that Jesus was healing the most was blind eyes. One of his main miracles that he did the most was giving sight to the blind. Even before Jesus came to earth, people in the Old Testament was even giving sight to the blind. Okay? Even in the book of Acts, we see the followers of Christ, like Peter and Paul and all them people, they was even giving sight to the blind. This was one of the miracles that Jesus performed the most, giving sight to the blind. Now, watch this, man. Why was Jesus doing this so much, Tireo? Why was Jesus just healing a lot of these blind people, man? What was going on with that stuff? I'm going to tell you why. Okay, it's simple, but remember, y'all, but remember, when you following church and you calling yourself Christians and all that stuff makes you dingy and it makes you stupid, okay? But and then you forget the truth. You really forget, and you can't look at nothing with an open eye, because in church they don't really teach you none of that stuff, okay? But I'm going to tell you why Jesus was really healing the blind. Why he was really just giving sight to all these blind people. Here it is. Did it have anything to do with them not being able to see? Or did it have something to do with them looking into the spiritual truth? I'm going to tell you something. This just did not have... This was bigger than him just allowing them people to see again. This was bigger than that. This was bigger than Jesus just going up to them and saying, hey, I'm going to heal you and you're going to be able to see again. This was way bigger than that, y'all. It was deeper than that. Okay, it was deeper than that. Remember, Jesus, you got to understand this about Jesus. Jesus be on a whole nother page with the things he do, and people still don't understand the stuff Jesus did. Like, people still don't understand Jesus himself, because the stuff he done was too deep. You will never be able to figure out everything that Jesus did, because Jesus is a spiritual man. And everything that Jesus, remember, I got to say this, and you need to write this in your notes. Everything that Jesus did, he always had a spiritual meaning behind it. And that's one thing y'all will never understand. Everything that Jesus did on earth, he always had a spiritual meaning behind it. And here it is. The spiritual meaning behind Jesus healing all of these people who was blind was the fact that he wanted them to see the spiritual truth. This was bigger than him just healing them. He wanted them to see the truth. And what was the truth, Tireo? The truth was the will of God. The truth was Jesus himself. So here it is. He did not only heal these people just to be doing something. He healed them because he wanted them to see the truth. Remember, y'all. Remember, everybody was spiritually blind. Everybody was spiritually blind. And what I mean by when I say spiritually blind, meaning they can't see the truth. A lot of you all who are listening to this message right now, you are spiritually blind. You spiritually blinded to the truth, man. You still can't see the truth if it smacks you in the face. You spiritually blind. And see, here it is. When Jesus was healing these people and he was giving them their sight, when he gave them their sight, they wasn't spiritually blind anymore. That's what that whole thing was about. He wanted them to see the truth in the spiritual way. He opened up their spiritual eyes, man. That's what this whole thing was about when he was healing the blind. He was basically opening up their spiritual eye so they can see the light. And see, let me tell you something. Don't you know what that's saying? Do you really know what's that saying? Here it is. Here it is. Do you really know what that's saying? That's saying that the majority of you all are still spiritually blind to where Jesus had to go to earth. He had to come to earth and he had to basically, people who couldn't see, he gave them spiritual eyesight. And that's what you need in this walk with God. You need spiritual eyesight, man. That's why he was healing all them people who couldn't see, because he was basically giving those people spiritual eyesight, man. That's what he was giving these people. And that's what you all need in your walk with God. You need spiritual eyesight. If you don't have spiritual eyesight, you will never understand what's going on. You can go to church all day long. You can read the Bible all day long. You can listen to 40 million pastors all day long. Nobody cares. You need your spiritual eyesight opened. And when Jesus was healing the blind, he was basically saying, look, I'm going to heal you so to where you can see again, but I'm also going to give you your spiritual eyesight. And let me tell you something about your spiritual eyesight. When your spiritual eyes are open, you can see through people. You can see through your family. You can see through situations. You can see through circumstances. You can see through religions. You can see through all kind of stuff. And here it is. When your spiritual eyesight is open, you can even see stuff before it happened. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. I'm going to repeat that again for you, man, because that probably went over your head. I'm going to repeat it again. When your spiritual eyesight is open, you can see stuff before it happened. And when Jesus was healing all them people, you got to understand, when Jesus was giving these people their sight back, he was blessing these people to where they can even see stuff before it happened. My goodness gracious, man. This was bigger than him just healing these folks so they can see. See, y'all better wake up. When Jesus done things, he always had spiritual meaning behind it. And let me tell you how Jesus looked at this. This is how Jesus looked at it. Jesus probably was like, okay, I got thousands of people who can't see. They blind. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and heal them from them being blind. I'm going to go ahead and give them their sight back. But also, I'm going to give them their spiritual vision. I'm going to give them their spiritual eyesight, because when I give them their spiritual eyesight, they're going to be able to really know the truth for themselves. And what did Jesus do? And here it is. And what did Jesus say? Jesus said, the truth shall set you free. So here it is. He had to give them their spiritual eyesight so they can see the truth. Why? Because the truth shall set you free. See, here it is. A lot of you all will never be able to follow the truth because your spiritual eyesight is not open, man. You do not have a spiritual vision. You need a spiritual vision in this walk with God. And when Jesus healed these people, he gave them spiritual vision. My goodness gracious, man. This is some powerful, eye-opening stuff. And when you got a spiritual vision, you can see stuff before it happened. Here it is. When you got a spiritual vision, you can see that a marriage ain't even going to work before you even start dating that person. That's spiritual vision. When you got I'm going to repeat it again. When you got a spiritual vision, you can see a marriage not going to work before you even start dating them. You can already see it. When you got a spiritual vision, you can see that the wife gonna dog you out years later. You can see that the marriage ain't gonna work. You can see that the friendship is cursed. You can see that your mama is nothing. You can see that your daddy ain't about anything. You can see that here it is. When you got a spiritual vision, you can even see that you married the wrong person. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. When you got a spiritual vision, you can see that you had a child by the wrong man, by the wrong woman. When you got a spiritual vision, you can see all this stuff, man. And let me tell y'all something. I gotta say it. I don't mean to brag, but people will never be on my level because I got a spiritual vision. You will never be able to here it is. And when I say that, I'm talking about my haters. I'm talking about people who hate my guts. I'm talking about my stalkers. I'm talking about people who always running their mouth about Tireo. Here it is. They will never be on my level because I got a spiritual vision, man. I know they're going to switch up and turn on me before they even find it out. Because I got a spiritual vision, man. This is why I always test people. You want to know why I test people all the time? I put people to the test. I ask people questions purposely. I test them. I send people messages purposely because I got a spiritual vision. I already know they cut through. I already know they unloyal. This is why I test them so much because I got a spiritual vision. See, when you got a spiritual vision, you can do stuff that people won't understand because your vision is different. And see, this is why, here it is. This is why the Pharisees didn't like what Jesus was doing. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. Remember, Jesus was being hated on by the Pharisees. The Pharisees was going around talking about he healing people, man. Who he think he is? He ain't the Messiah. He ain't the Son of God. Who he think he is? Remember, y'all, Jesus had some haters. Remember this. Jesus had some haters and he had dozens of them. Everywhere Jesus went, people was hating. But let me say it more in a ghetto street way. Everywhere Jesus went, niggas was hating. I'm going to say it in a ghetto way so you can really feel where I'm coming from the heart. Everywhere Jesus went, niggas was hating on Jesus. Why niggas was hating on Jesus, Tireo? Because Jesus was giving people a spiritual vision and niggas didn't like that. So here it is. This is what they were saying. Who Jesus think he is, going around calling himself the Son of God, the Messiah. Now he got the nerve to be healing somebody. Who he think he is? I'm going to tell y'all something. Them Pharisees knew that Jesus was giving people spiritual vision. That's why he really was healing them folk, man. Y'all, wake up. Wake up. This was bigger than them people being blind and Jesus just saying, I'm going to heal you today. This was bigger than that. Here it is, man. Jesus had to give them people spiritual vision so they can see Satan coming. And here it is. When you got spiritual vision, you can see Satan coming for you, man. And you can prepare for him. When you got spiritual vision, here it is. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that the kingdom of darkness is about to attack your home. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that Satan himself is about to rock your world with something. Here it is. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that you're being tested by God. Oh, man. I don't think y'all ready for this kind of message, man. I don't think people ready for this kind of stuff, man. This stuff is too deep. I'm giving y'all so many secrets in just 13 minutes. I'm going to repeat it again. When you got spiritual vision, you can even see that you are being tested by God. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that the devil is about to attack you. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that demons is coming into your home. Oh, man, I'm going to repeat that one. When you got spiritual vision, you can see that demons is coming into your home. And see, this is why Jesus had to heal all these blind people, man. He had to give them that sight so he can give them spiritual vision. Because remember, y'all, in the Bible days, it wasn't too many people putting out the truth. Remember, it wasn't too many people. You had more Pharisees walking around lying to folk than anything. And I'm going to tell y'all what them Pharisees was doing. They was basically causing the people to stay blinded. The Pharisees today is your pastors. I'm going to repeat that again because I don't think you caught it. The Pharisees today are your pastors. And your pastors got everybody blinded. So here it is. Jesus got to raise up somebody who he can put spiritual vision on so they can give you enlightenment to what's really going on. Here it is, y'all. Why the hell do you think that Jesus gave me spiritual vision? so I can show you the truth. Because the pastors are not doing it. Okay, Christians are not doing it because all those people are still blinded. They have bad vision, man. They blinded. They can't see nothing. So that's why Jesus had to raise up somebody like me and give me spiritual vision so I can give it to y'all. He gave it to me so I can pass it to you so you could pass it to the next person. Okay? So here it is. Stop hating. Stop hating and just get your spiritual vision and pass it on down the line. See what I'm saying? Spiritual vision, man. This was bigger than Jesus just walking up to somebody and saying, hey, I'm going to heal you today. No, man. Jesus healed them people because he had to give them people spiritual vision, man. Let me tell you something. If you don't got spiritual vision, you ain't going to last long with God. I'm telling you off top. You can go to church all you want. You can read all the scriptures. If you don't have spiritual vision, you ain't going to last long in this walk with God. You're going to quit. You're going to give up. You're going to crack. You're going to crack. And a lot of you all, the reason why you fall so hard and you crack because you do not have spiritual vision. You need to ask God to heal you from being blind. I'm going to repeat it again. A lot of you all are still blind. And you need to ask God to heal you from being blind. You know what you blinded from? You blinded from the truth of who you are. You blinded from your wife. You blinded from your girlfriend. You blinded from your husband. You blinded from your family. You blinded from your job. Some of you all, you are blinded from your own purpose. You don't even know, you can't even see your own purpose. You blinded. I'm going to repeat that, man. You are blinded from your own purpose. You can't even see your own purpose. Some of you all, you are blinded from your own life. You can't even see your life. You can't even see it. You just going in circles. So here it is. How can you talk about somebody else's life when you are blinded from your own? You don't even know who you are. You blinded. You blinded, man. You blinded from your own pastor. Sitting there thinking your pastor telling you the truth. You blinded, you fool. A lot of you all are blinded to Christianity. You think you think it's all about being a Christian. You blinded. You blinded, man. You need your eyes opened. You need Jesus to come in your life and heal you from your blind eyes. I'm telling you the truth. You need spiritual vision, man. This is a powerful message, man. It's the truth. This is the real reason why Jesus healed them people from being blind. Because he had to give them spiritual vision. Let me tell y'all something, man, about spiritual vision. A lot of people in the Bible had it and a lot of people didn't. Look at Samson. Samson did not have spiritual vision. That's why he hooked up with Delilah and he fell. David did not have spiritual vision. That's why he did what he did and he fell. Solomon did not have spiritual vision. That's why he did what he did and fell. If you look at the majority of all of the Old Testament followers, none of them really had spiritual vision. But when you look at the New Testament followers, they had it. The Apostle Paul had spiritual vision. Y'all, I don't care what y'all say. The Apostle Paul was smart. He had spiritual vision. This dude was seeing stuff before it was coming to pass. He had spiritual vision. Jesus had spiritual vision. Here it is. Here's the proof Jesus had spiritual vision. Remember, Jesus predicted his death. He told the disciples, he said, they're going to kill me and I'm going to rise the third day. He saw what was about to happen. That's spiritual vision, man. Tupac even had spiritual vision. Tupac said they was going to kill him. Michael Jackson even had it. He said they was going to murder him. Okay? Martin Luther King had spiritual vision and Malcolm X even had this stuff. You folks need spiritual vision. You need your blind eyes opened again. Spiritual vision, man. Peter had it. Mary Magdalene, all them New Testament followers of God had it. They were smart. They had it. And you need it. So with all that being said, this is Tireo and I had to hit y'all with this message, man, to reveal to y'all why Jesus really healed the blind. And I gave it to you. That's the real reason why he healed the blind. Jesus was not healing the blind just to pass time. He was healing the blind because of all the reasons that I told you in this video. That's why he really did it, man. Wake up. So with all that being said, this is Tireo, y'all, and I am out, man. Peace.